Stray, stray.
Welcome to the first episode of Open Your Eyes. I am the founder of the Found Frontier, and this is a picture of me. Sorry? You say that's not me? Why don't you trust me? Why don't you believe me that this is definitely a picture of me? Oh, because you know this is Vin Diesel. So you know this is Vin Diesel, and my voice sounds nothing like Vin Diesel's voice. So from that you can conclude that I am not Vin Diesel, right? Well, this is based on the fact that you know Vin Diesel. So if you wouldn't know Vin Diesel, I could show you a picture of him, and well, you would have to assume that I am showing you a picture of me, right? And this brings me straight to my next point, the Kony 2012 video, which has been over the internet everywhere. You could, seriously, you couldn't look anywhere without seeing a Kony 2012 video. Basically, I have a few problems with this video, and please take to account that I'm not saying or that I'm not supporting Kony. I am not. He is a bad guy, and we actually have to get this guy. But the facts in the video are way over exaggerated, and it's very manipulative. It's been made really good, and when I first watched it, honestly, I'm being really honest with you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched the video and I thought, oh, we really have to help. This is something that's gone terribly wrong, and why have I never heard of this before? So, and that's just something like, so I shared the video and I didn't really think about what I'm doing like everybody else did. They just shared the video because it is really well done. It's high quality and everything like that. It's just amazingly, and it's really sad when you watch it. But and then I really got hyped about this cover the night thing. So what I did, I actually went to the webpage and I looked up the prices and all that stuff because I actually wanted to go out and put posters up. Now, when I went to the webpage, like I didn't notice that throughout the video, but like at the webpage, like I noticed the name of the company, which is the Invisible Children. It's actually called Invisible Children Inc. And it's like Inc stands for incorporation. That was like the first thing where I went like, alright, this is weird. A non-profit organization that supports peace in Uganda has incorporation in the name. This is weird. So I did some further research. And that was the whole Vin Diesel thing. I just showed you basically me saying, oh well, this is a picture of me, but actually being a picture of Vin Diesel. What I wanted to do there is like basically say that if you watch the video and you probably have never heard of Kony before, like as the video states, which is like one of the ridiculous facts because they state, oh, he's #1 wanted in the entire world of war criminals, and you have never heard of him before. So that should sort of set you thinking, like especially if you're a person that watches the news or reads the paper, like why have I never heard of this guy before and why is he #1? So long story short, you need background info to understand what is going on. If you just share the video and you get all hyped with the cover and night thing and you're putting up posters and you think you are supporting capturing Kony, which is like the video really makes you think that Kony is evil and he should burn in hell and all that, and you have no background info because you did no research, of course you will believe them because it's just so nicely done, and even I fell for it at first before I actually did some research. And so basically what I'm trying to do in the first minutes of the video is give you some basic background info on the whole issue. So firstly I will focus on the company itself, the Invisible Children. Now if you did some research, you will really fast find out that the Invisible Children are not really a legit company or non-profit organization, I should say, which you really are not, because non-profit means that most of your money that you get from selling products or donations should actually go to the cause. What the Invisible Children Inc. does, it only takes about 31% of their income and sends it to Uganda. What they actually do with that money I will tell you later, but the rest of the money goes into their film productions and of course into the pockets of the free owners. So they really make a good living off it. And in the video it just seems like, oh, he's this great guy who just wants to make the world a better place. No, he actually earns a lot of money off this. And the money that actually goes to Uganda does not actually go to the children or actually help them, but they support the Ugandan military. And the Ugandan military, they have a lot of problems of corruption and a lot of accusations about rape, looting, murder. Well, yes, murder since it's a military, but like actual murder of innocent civilians, families, and so on, and the list goes on and on. So they are supporting the Ugandan military with the money that they actually make, well, the 31%. Now, and at least do some research on the invisible children when you're spending money on them. It's like it's at the least you could do. When you spend money somewhere, you should research where it's going to and what is happening. And I'm not making these numbers actually up, since the Invisible Children call themselves a non-profit organization. People must be able to view their income and their output, so what they're spending the money for. And a lot of people have looked it up and calculated it through, and you actually see the numbers. So if you don't trust me, find the information on Invisible Children and do the calculations yourself. So, and even Charity Navigator only rated the Invisible Children Inc. 2 stars, so it's really not a very trustworthy company. So that was my point to the Invisible Children itself. A little bit of background info. The first part of the video, these are just facts. I'm just stating the facts, alright? The next part of the video will be actually my own opinion of what is going on, and you don't have to listen to that if you don't want to, but actually please listen to the facts. It's the least you could do if you want to support Kony 2012. Now, the next thing is the US government has been trying for years to find Kony without any success. And there is actually a lot of military action going on in Africa, going out from the United States, so US military is already there. Just Google AFRICOM and you will find out what AFRICOM is. AFRICOM basically is the military unit of the United States that they have established in Africa and that is acting there. It has been established in 2007, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it has been set into action, so sent to Africa in 2008. Once again, I'm not quite sure about that, but if I'm wrong, just correct me, and thank you a lot for correcting me then. Next point is Kony and the LRA. And there has been an interview with Kony. There's like been a video around, an interview with Kony, and again, I wouldn't really trust it because, well, it's Kony himself speaking, and of course he's a warlord, but fighting without a cause. That's what it says in the video. Kony is fighting without a cause only to sustain his own power. Once again, not quite sure about that because, well, he's fighting Uganda. They corrupt, and Uganda is a very corrupt government. So he's fighting the Ugandan government, maybe to make Uganda a better place, maybe again just to sustain his own power. But just keep in mind, Uganda is very corrupt and he could actually try to stop that. Once again, I'm not supporting Kony. I am really not trying to support Kony. If this is coming over as supporting Kony, I am terribly sorry, but I am not supporting Kony or anything of his practices or what he's doing. Now, Joseph Kony hasn't been in Uganda since about 2006, and over the last few years they had more problems with Al-Qaeda than actually the LRA, and there are even rumors in Uganda, that Kony has been dead since 5 years, and he's probably not. He's probably still alive and out there somewhere, but he hasn't tried to fight Uganda since 2006. So he probably just moved to another country or nearby. And actually says that in the video short, it just mentions it, but it's still like the video makes it seem like you should invest in money so that the US military can actually go into Uganda. Plus, it is said that the LRA is at the moment not really strong. I read about like 250 men. Once again, I would not trust me on that. It's just some numbers that I found online, so I'm not actually trusting them, but I reblogged a post where it says that, so I'm just mentioning it, but I'm really sure that it's actually not a strong force at the moment. If you have a reliable source that actually says no, it is a really strong threat to people because it has a size of so and so. But I think the impact that the LRA at the moment has, it's not very strong. So it's probably just they have probably just limited sources of soldiers. Yeah. And there actually have been a lot of videos of Ugandan people or more people with connections to Uganda or Africa. They're now putting out videos that were basically just saying, look, I know it's like you want to help us because this video tells you to, but you're backing the wrong cause. Kony hasn't been a problem since 2006. We have more problems with our own military, and so on and so on. So yeah, just again, research your own a little bit. There has been a website that did a mashup of all the famous African novelists, writers, journalists, all of them. And yeah, just research, and you will find actually a lot of people from Africa or people with African connections stating their opinion on the whole thing, which is, I think, a really good source, since they have a better view of the entire thing than somebody from America or Europe or any other country would. Okay, so I think I went through most of the facts. I probably missed out a lot of them though. I'm not entirely sure what I've forgotten, but I think I went well, yeah, AFRICOM, the Invisible Children, Kony and the LRA himself. Yeah, pretty much that were most of the facts I know about. And now I will tell you what I think about the entire situation. So if you just came for the facts, that's fine, then you can leave now. Nobody will be mad, especially not me. If you don't want to listen to my opinion, just don't. If you think my opinion is shit, please send me a mail and tell me why it is shit. But actually all I care about is that people should know that the video is supporting US military invasion in Uganda, and that you think you're supporting capturing Kony, but honestly Kony will probably never be captured if he's still alive. He's a smart guy, not saying that to compliment him, but he like the video states, he actually changed his whole tactics, and US have not been able to find him, and they will not be able to find him. I mean, come on, it took forever. 10 years? Was it 10 years? I think it was about 10 years to find Osama bin Laden. And then what they did, they just killed him off without pulling him in front of court. So yeah, we actually didn't get a statement from Osama before his death. Yeah, well, you know. So yeah, once again, if you want to help invest in companies that have which well, how do I say this best? Well, let's just say a better past and a more trustworthy. and actually spend the money on helping the children, not to the military or anything else.